and a salon from AfriCell, yeah? You want them? Take them. Dial *113#. Choose number 7 and get 1 gigabyte for just 10,000 euros and enjoy 30 days validity browsing.
Yeah.
AfriCell.
Yeah, yeah.
AfriCell. For the first time, they give you the new AfriCell smartphone with free 1-year internet. Also, you get 100 megabytes every month for just 250,000 euros. You get radio, torchlight, camera, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, and they use 2 SIM.
AfriCell. Norwe Network.
AfriCell, yeah? You want them? Take them. Dial *113#. Choose number 7 and get 1 gigabyte for just 10,000 euros and enjoy 30 days validity browsing.
Yeah.
AfriCell.
Yeah, yeah.
in Sierra Leone. There is so much more to say about this young fella, he needs little introduction into not the name of not Sierra Leoneans the name, but we definitely get for read this too, so people understand exactly the reason why we bring Akam today in the studio. Good morning and welcome to the What's Happening Breakfast Show, Alfred.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, we go straight to it, and somebody listening right now, which we couldn't read, so we say, okay, we get all of this come out. And by the way, he's a very young gentleman. So, talk to me how this all started and what inspired all this.
So most of what you say get for lean more with me professional life. I done college maybe 17 years plus ago, and I began work. National Revenue Authority and I worked for 16 years and left end of last year. So throughout that 10 years, obviously, as a chartered accountant, built my career also mainly in tax. So apart from being a chartered accountant, we have the first thing I be a tax specialist over time and also work locally, implement GST. People don't like me for that. It's not for me, but I think it was good because at the end of the day, it contributes to national development. So, for example, the second highest revenue we government collect. Then I'm also work internationally. So I think it all has to do with the desire for growth and desire for be a better self of yourself. Because you know if I ever stop the boundaries. So even now we're still learning.
So you're still learning. You still add to all waiting you get right now.
Yeah.
It's not wickedness.
No. Wake camper. What say? So look. So wake camper. You actually learning, meaning that apart from professionally learning things we will know on the job, it's also I think waiting critical for everybody who want to do things and again they can what they do for it now. I open my own tax and accountancy firm is you get for the try not for go get one big degree. You need to because most of people they will try for always get degree. For me it was okay. Get me bachelor's degree even masters if I not do later on I began for doing, but chartered accountants was a big thing for me. I never want to do a doctorate. I don't think I'll go down that road, but doing things that we go improve you. So learning skills and some soft skills, some other small skills them where you they use. So it's necessary for a specialized person I've seen them because then they go make you better than you work. So just like when they do this work here, so right now, so until you want to do a course in journalism for you for know how to ask questions and guys, you want to be better. I think that is the most important thing where everybody for try for do.
All right, okay. Now like now I really want to just focus on the Betts farm. Talk to me about that. So many people and they will get on the show where they bring come, they try to develop their own, but you get a wealth of experience in this and you decide, so, okay, well, I'm going to set up the Betts farm. Talk to me about that.
Okay, so where I be plan for life, because also when you did a job and you want for transition to go to the private sector, because I always be see myself in the private sector. Even the way I've been at the public sector, I've been double small in private sector. So one part in a way I do about 3 years ago was actually work with other people that were from Freetown Business School. Okay. So me now the founders in the Freetown Business School. So
yes, we know each that passed in introduction as well.
So
he's one of the founders.
So preparing to go to the private sector, I'll be always know say, okay, look, tax is something I've done all my life. So now that kind of thing they say, okay, you know go to get all this kind of experience and maybe just transition, because my idea was, okay, not go work other kind 9 to 5 job, go set up something and try for give back, and also obviously try for as a business you try for make money. So my thinking was that I need for do something like that. So at the Betts farm, we do 4 main things. So the one actually tax compliance services, help people away not taxpayer them for letting they comply to taxes. So it's a win side for the clients and also a win side for government, because obviously where people and comply, they pay on time and say it's on Sunday. The other sign up for help people and for accounting, so help people and make them books, or like help them like things like a QuickBooks and set up the accounting system, that kind of thing. Basically, I think that the one side. And then the third side is actually business advisory services. So you get a lot of entrepreneurs that will go want a business plan or a business proposal or a business presentation or a business pitch. So having experience over time, I go for do that thing for them. And the fourth side is actually regulatory advisory services. One key thing we I think say all around the world is actually interacting with government. You know what I mean? So if somebody wants let's say somebody wants a license, a lot of people know for do that waka day. If somebody wants, let's say, work permits, let's say you get a company. So it's serving a wide range also of companies, because and obviously entrepreneurs and small businesses, because one thing we may always believe in, and one part in the for Freetown Business Schools, the fact say you want to help young people in their career. So also, although you want for make money, we obviously you try to get big business for let them attract them for like big clients. I also did now take on smaller clients. Obviously now that kind of thing, like, okay, how do you balance your time for say, okay, lad, do this work for these small clients and go for pay me beaucoup money, but on the other hand you want for that small clients that you want for get the same kind of service,
satisfaction as well.
Satisfaction, you know what I mean? So, and most of the time, the way I also don't notice in the markets, the particular markets why they is that most of the people in the markets only they satisfy big companies. So that's the reason why a lot of people they no go afraid to say, why for good at this family? So you know what I mean? I'm not afraid for why for good in our family. So now I make even the people the way I get now, it's actually the few people that are being the train. I train them more for let them for the cater more to like smaller businesses them for train them, you know what I mean, help them set a small accounting system, help them make them begin to comply by tax small and obviously charge very, very low fees to them, you know what I mean. Because
at the end of the day, then small business, then you get for turn to big business.
Then you get for turn to big business.
Definitely.
Because within very critical way we all for understanding, and that's the reason why this is a really, really great show, is that small businesses then are they make like economies that they go before. You know what I mean? Because they're also indigenous businesses then. Because most of the big businesses they're not indigenous businesses. You know what I mean? So they always maybe need to give back, or maybe when they make profit they take it somewhere else. So there's small business and they go. Like for example, we get tech kinds like Leonean, you know what I mean? You're excited. This close to right now Hudson way, now another young fashion designer and I do, you know what I mean? So helping them small businesses they are growing their own little way, and also advising them, because what you also notice in another reason that they make way camp like the business advisory side, what you also notice that most of the entrepreneurs they are then great in their skill. right?
Yes.
They're good. They sabi sew, or maybe they sabi design, or they sabi do graphics and stuff like that. But how they able for manage themselves, how they able for maybe do business proposals and for let them get more funding, or maybe for able for pitch to a bank or pitch to a new investor. So all anything in the team will make you go try for help them.
Okay, with all waiting you don't say so. When they deal with a whole lot.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about one particular thing where entrepreneurs then forget now their mind as soon as they hear about the bet farm. Waiting at the one thing for really come at the aid.
I think say although because of me when I the CEO get the tax, people will always remember the tax side, but also so they will think about that. But I think say also necessary for anything but the business side, the business advisory side for able to help them. And one thing the things they already plan very soon before even begin they do free maybe some small maybe if it's through Instagram or maybe through Twitter, you need to have a question and answer, and also try to mentor them, because even over time I also involved by different mentorship programs them. For example, they get this big mentorship program in Africa called Mentor X. So you mentor a lot of young people them. So I think we camper young entrepreneurs. I think it's necessary for them to remember the tax side, but they're not going to pay boku tax because obviously they're small, and because they wear the tax thresholds, then if you're really small business, you don't go pay boku tax. You know what I mean? But they think they should be aware. But I think we camper the best farm. I think we camper young entrepreneurs. I think therefore watch out more the business side, how they will set up their business, for make them proper, their small accounting system, their small how for manage themselves, all that kinds of things.
You know, yes, MJ.
How was it like for you transitioning from like government work to forming your own space? How was it like for you?
I think for me it was a little bit easier. The fact, say, okay, so my history with Camper business is that I've actually been involved in business maybe since I was a teenager, maybe like 13, 14. Me daddy waiting self be left politics. That's in the long time ago. He actually be set up in a small business, was your building material business. So at around 13 or so, me daddy will be basically me and my brother every holiday. On internet and they will be going to work. So they begin give responsibilities in it. I mean, we will sell sand, cement and anything, put me on top truck and anything. So as soon as I begin college, actually, my daddy left the business. I mean, basically begin handle the business. So from that 10 day for a very long time, I don't do the family business.
Okay.
So I think in that experience of working the private sector, we're very much results orientated than obviously working in the public sector. Getting your own advantages then, but obviously the bureaucracies, the systems, they're more data and kinds of things, which is good bringing to the private sector. But I think say that experience why we don't get at the public sector and also involved in involved by things like Fit and Business School or some mentorship program there or some other investments that I think say helping for transition. But I think say waiting be very important, and this get for do with a lot of entrepreneurs then. Even if you're working, I think say what's important is that you get for try for maybe get a side hustle first. You get for you for beginning to understand how business. So you get a lot of long people where they work, but then get small side hustle, because that's all you know go always do. You need to get one book where one popular guy writes Mike Guinness where they talk about it 10%. You need to you need for even if they invest 10% in our small business, if they able for understand them. So the moment you say you the transition fully, but you know say you get for try as best as possible there, your income does secure, because the worst thing that can happen. So having the comfort of a job always did it. So even way, and I think say me, waiting me help me is that where I invest per business and foster, even way I didn't mess up, and I'll be too the feeler, because you get a cushion of a job. You know what I mean? But now it's like all in. It's like you mess up here.
You mess up here. That's
you're dead. So I think say then they help over time. So we transition much easier. But it's all about planning and knowing what you want to do. We camper setting up a business is just not thinking about setting up a business. It's also thinking about how can you be different from somebody else in the market. You know what I mean? So I don't go talk all my secrets.
Okay. So you know now you get the opportunity to do this, and we love the fact that this is happening now. The Bet Farm don't stay for long yet, but you get wealth of experience, and it's now I'm sure it's something that you want to push go far. So far, talk to me about the people that we don't meet so far. How has it been for you? You know, getting them to understand, especially the small businesses, the way they fear, because I'm sure those big businesses will understand. how far you wealth of experience it's easy for them for come through for work. How it don't sound like for you between them people.
So it's a balance between obviously big business and small business. So big business and understand what you for doing, when you for comply, much easier, and also easier for let them pay more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they know say it's a service you bring to them. For small businesses, them we get 1 or 2 right now who they do things for them relatively free.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we get 2 or 3 more where like them fees are really low. It's like okay. So when we sign up to them people and they were very skeptical because they were always afraid to say where you go to a farm. But I think the kind of service we don't give them for the past 2 to 3 months, it is now I say because it's also something extra about what we bring to the table. So the experience we bring to the table is that we basically don't do the space of public and private sector for like years, close to 2 decades. So something back when maybe not necessarily they under waiting that they pay we for, they go call and ask advice. You know what I mean? So I think that kind of balance and that kind of responsiveness and service line people they really need, because waiting I can also tell the people the way they work for me and they train them is that sometimes they go get some documents and maybe they don't read and find and they kind of thing, and they just make some assumptions and say no, you get for read and find because this is what the person wants. Different from maybe what you they assume and also what you they think. So I guess say that top service, personal service, and that's the reason why we know we the takes how we go. We go organically also, and especially the fact say we also did an economic maybe I wouldn't say downturn, but basically everything is not like booming because of the COVID-19 crisis. You know what I mean? And people also they take time out and they invest and renting, and so we also did try as best as possible for, because we now know the few businesses that we opened during the COVID crisis, so it in the height of the crisis. You know what I mean? So it's actually growing like organically, small, so you go always able to manage the amount of people that we deserve.
All right, okay. In all this, I'm sure there are challenges and things in the way sometimes can be difficult. You want to share?
I think challenges is actually one part of the thing that you watch for the challenges is bringing in new clients. Okay. I think that's very like a big thing. I also go watch also finding the right staff. We maybe get that kind. Apart from the experience, it's also finding the right people that we go get you kind vision. I think those are the 2 main things that we'd say, and also time. Time for make sure say that clients we serve let it really satisfy. You know what I mean? So most of the time we serve clients in a salon generally working in go customer service. You know what I mean? It's like just take it and go like business. No, we self can one thinking we can pinch we self and say no, I think we could do this better. And you know what I mean? We'll get to a small team meeting and get a discussion. They say okay, no, we shouldn't not to solve for 30 clients by these kinds here. So you know what I mean? So I think those are the challenges that we get small, but I think as we go as a team, we will try to make things better.
And also it's good where you bring up the time issue, because looking at you right now and from waiting I read, there's a whole lot you're into.
Yeah.
Tell me how you manage the time for do all of that and do them perfectly.
I wouldn't say I'm doing it all perfectly. So I get one email from me, people in South Africa, because I get also consultancy to work with the African Tax Administration Forum and things like that. So I try to manage my time in I'll call them in sets of time during the day. You know what I mean? So most time I go wake maybe 4 or 5 in the morning and walk. Say maybe 6, 7, 8 ready for go walk, settle, get the team ready, walk back some kind of small time, rest, try for sleep a lot. I do sleep a lot.
I'll be just one for old you because you say you wake 4 in the morning.
No, but
so
if I wake 4,
so
if I wake 4 in the morning, my typical day, not always I wake 4 in the morning, but my typical day will be, even if I don't go wake and maybe go work in the morning something, which is very important for just get your mind and exercise, is that sometimes I come work, I go rest 1-2 hours, you know what I mean, and maybe walk till then 12 and go sleep. So I think sleeping, resting and concentrating, because sometimes like me I don't put off all my notifications on my phone. I don't let nothing in the phone, or maybe leave the phone in another room so you go for concentrate and all. So I think those are the things that you have to try for do. Just get, because if you really sit down 1-2 hours for do a particular job or maybe a few jobs, you go for take things and down, have to-do lists. prioritize things and all that kind of thing in there. I think those are just small secret we had to use for be efficient.
It's COVID-19 era right now, and that kind of thing with the struggle right now. So most of the things that they happen get for do with online. People then get for the whole Zoom meeting as the case may be. So dealing with your clients there now at this COVID time, how the time for make sure sit down they come up fine and be productive.
So now any video call they call on Zoom. So if the Microsoft Teams they call on Zoom, I'm actually going into the Zoom 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? So it's more about talking to them, maybe having meetings through Zoom. And interestingly, it also is sometimes more effective and efficient past maybe the way we work. So it also brings opportunities.
Okay.
So if I do some, if you do accounts for people anytime, so maybe if you're doing the QuickBooks for them, it's great way maybe if you get clients away, maybe in another country them, or even in una able for open the screen and share your screen where everybody they see what they do.
Okay.
Than maybe in the past when it's maybe just an email. So it also has its advantages then way very, very good because it gives you another connection there. So it's all about just trying as best as possible for where you get clients them when able for communicate through phone, or maybe once in a while they come at the office where necessary, but not all the time they will come, or maybe you get a Zoom call. So it bring you advantages there. So I guess people ever try for use their tools anymore, which actually helps.
All right,
because
so
they bring that connection between our
okay, so just for the benefit of people that they listen, we already hear about the Bet Farm for the first time. How they go for access on to different platforms there on a day on social media and on our office space.
Okay, we office day number 8 Battle Street. We do on Twitter. So we only do on Twitter right now. Okay. We also go up in all the other social media handles and very, very soon, like a Facebook and all. We have a website, thebetsfarmsl.com. Okay. And the idea, we just set up now, but the idea for we website is for let it be more interactive. So we want a situation where if somebody want to calculate, let we say a PAY tax, in the time most of the time where after they pay you money, so they say they pay you different for what you actually get because you get for pay tax for your money. So you always have to say how they cut them, you know. So once for the website be more interactive. We want a situation where other people maybe be tax able for provide quick questions, answer quick questions so that people learn against in the so it's mainly now we office in the betsfarmsl.com.
All right.
You're now well-established young man, and I believe that we get lots of young people out there who want to go into businesses but not even know how to start. Some don't start and the business don't collapse like that. You want to help them with tips, when they want to come into this profession, waiting them for they do.
My particular profession or just generally?
Your particular.
Okay, my particular profession. So my particular profession you get for it's two things. Well, one main thing you get for specialized small. You need time in there. So you either get for sabi small accounting. You not necessarily really need for the tax for like inside tax because people will train you. You get for being more willing for enter inside this particular sector. So we come by tax specialisms as salon right now we not get them. So we don't have a situation where somebody able for get maybe a tax degree or maybe a professional tax certificate. You need to So you just get away for Lana if you can at that situation there. But I think the general advice I will give away going into business.
It's a business,
is that you get for know what you want for going inside, you get for like you get for get passion for them, you get for be serious about them. But also, apart from knowing that, I think waiting most entrepreneurs that they make a mistake is they think about the business itself. Waiting that they go do. So if they, for example, if they do designing, they always want to think about the designing. They also get for able to think about how they get for run them business, how they get for manage them business, how they get for able to acquire clients and also keep clients. You know what I mean? So those are very important things that we entrepreneurs they really need for do. Just a general point.
All right, well, let me try for squeezing some few messages before we wrap up. This one says, thanks for bringing Alfred in the studio. He's well experienced and he's sharing all the information we need to know about business. I have learned a lot this morning on the WhatsApp and Breakfast Show. Another message here says, Alfred, this is a step in the right direction. Make sure you continue because Sierra Leone start things and we stop. Okay, this person not even sending name. Another message. Another message here says well done to Afro Radio. This is what we really do need. The entrepreneurship show today is super. Another message here says, I want to be part of the entrepreneur show. This is my number. Please call me. Well, definitely try and reach you. Well, those are some of the messages. Not too many questions, and I just compliment from you. But before you left, we within another message where you want for left during this time of the COVID-19 and to young entrepreneurs. I know you don't talk a little bit about how and strategies and things that we don't for do, but before you left, we think would be you final piece, one key message where say Leonean entrepreneurs, young and hold on to at this time.
I think it sounds cliche, but I think we compare entrepreneurs then. Me personally also don't be very much inspired with a lot of young entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And you therefore just admire what they do. It's just like pushing, not necessarily. So not get that kind of thing I say because there's COVID. Now that make you go for do something. You know what I mean? If you want to do something, jump into it. You will suffer small in some situations. I guess a mere entrepreneur may be different from a lot of entrepreneurs then because maybe I work for a long time, I get more experience, maybe get more contacts, then easier for them for acquire some clients and all that kind of thing. But it's just like if you want to do something and it's something that makes you happy, go for it and also be serious about it. And when you begin acquire clients, them
you please want for share your AfriCell number with me in case somebody will listen to
I
you.
get the best AfriCell number.
The best.
Yeah, 030 90 90 90.
Wow.
Oh, it's okay.
Not
even the MD get that
No.
You'll find personal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. His name is Alfred Akibo-Betts, and of course, you don't be we entrepreneur second guest for today, and they don't talk to me lengthily about the Betts farm, and also don't give advice on how young entrepreneurs them for try and go about them business and business the tips the way they need for follow. And also the Betts farm is open, not afraid, not shy. Come to them, and I'm sure you will get more details
help,
about your business. It has been the WhatsApp number breakfast show. MGT, your final piece.
Thank you so much, guys, for being with us today. We're going to be here again on Monday. It's the weekend. Have a peaceful weekend, everybody. Do you stay on the positive side because it has to do with you at the end of the day and what makes you happy. I am Mary Grace Ture, MGT for short. Bye bye.
All right. Well, I want to say thanks also to our producers, of course, Alhaji Alusain Mansare, with technician DJ Swag, of course, DJ Busy, our very own, and to our video cameraman Francis. I want to say big thanks to you, and of course to you, Commander Marco, the whole team. Big shout out to Una and a job well done. We'll talk to Una again on Monday. Till then, the Undisputed Reg, me, DJ Busy, and MGT will say in Tata.
This show is powered by AfriMoney.
It's called Grixon on the track.
It's Cammy, baby. Baby, true love, they know the buyer. Original, no to China. Them go try, then go tire. Oh, now you are love and a final.
Baby, true love, they know the buyer. Original, no to China. Then go try, then go tire. Oh, now you are love and a final.
Give me your love, give me your fire. Give me your love, give me your fire. Give me your love, give me your fire.
AfriCell. For the first time, they give you the new AfriCell smartphone with free 1-year internet. Also, you get 100 megabytes every month for just 250,000 leones. You get radio, torchlight, camera, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, and they use 2 SIM.
AfriCell. Now we network.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we dey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we done Sami.
Yeah.
Now we done Lek.
Yeah.
The game done big.
Yeah.
Take them all.
Yeah.
The cheapest data off on a salon from AfriCell. Yeah. You want them? Take them. Dial *113#. Choose number 7 and get 1 gigabyte for just 10,000 euros and enjoy 30 days validity browsing.
Yeah.
AfriCell.
Yeah. AfriCell. For the first time, they give you the new AfriCell smartphone with free 1-year internet. Also, you get 100 megabytes every month for just 250,000 leones. You get